Hello and welcome to Right Now at the Comedy Club here at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. I am Dustin Kaufman, this week joined by the very funny Craig Conant, along with Eric Friedman and Luke Willoby. Hey guys, thanks so much for being here today.
Howdy doody, bro.
Good. I feel like I got it backwards. It's Luke and Eric.
Yeah, it's
I know. I just the way I had it written down. They're the whole time they're gonna think Luke has an afro, and that's just not the case.
Not Jewish. You're not Jewish? Not close.
Yeah, I thought you were Jewish, bro.
I definitely respect the Jewfro, man.
Thank you. Yeah, you got one on the bottom of your
It is. I have one on the top.
On the top too.
It is there.
I got one in my ass crack.
My,
Now
we call that a poofro.
Nice. I never heard that one.
You've heard of a Jewfro? I got the poofro.
fuzzy turds.
So Craig, I mean, you brought them as your openers this week.
These are my road dogs.
And they go with you about every. You said once you met Luke, you've kind of taken them with you.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. About meeting them, seeing them, and then like what kind of led you, because I know a lot of comics, especially these days, they really are hoping for those opportunities.
Yeah.
It's really hard as a local feature in any city these days because so many comics are bringing openers, which is fine, right? So that's kind of putting that urge for a lot of comics to want to find that opportunity. So tell me from your perspective, like what was it about them and what led you to wanting to bring them with you?
We'll start off with Luke, because he's more inept. A big word. No, I met him in Appleton. I was like, oh, this guy's full retard. I got to have him on board. And you're allowed to say that here. It's okay. He went like, yeah, bleep, censor. No, he was just truly a
It's
weirdo.
okay. You can say Appleton on the podcast.
Yeah.
You're fine.
He's just full. He was just different, and then he was a hustler. Like he'll drive 9 hours to do 10 minutes. I was like, oh, this guy's a psychopath, in a good way. Like he's hunting the mic. He's hungry. And he was assertive, like comics. When it sounds so weird, but when you're new kid on the block, do something. This guy was like taking photos and helping, and I'm like, oh, thanks, bro.
Like caring about the community.
Like literally just help, because the amount you run a great club, by the way. A lot of clubs help out, and a lot of clubs do not help out. So instead of bitching and complaining about it, you just bring a crew to solve all the problems. Like, okay, you don't provide a door security guy or whatever to sell my merch. I bring my road dog Eric now. Now I never have to deal with that again. I don't need that added extra anxiety when I'm dealing with selling tickets.
We have Ethan who makes sure people don't harass you.
Yeah.
Go beyond the transaction or the
No, clubs don't even do that. I do meet and greets, and they just come and just no line and just swarm me, and I'm just like this.
Oh my God.
I'm like, where is anyone?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So many times.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's like you guys are a club. This. Like it's not like there's a new different format every week.
There's only like 5 things that happen.
It's the same. Yeah. It's the same for me. It's the same for you. It's the same for even if a goat like Bill Burr does a comic club. It's the same system.
Yeah.
You need security to police the room and deal with drunk people.
Which we do. And sometimes people get mad at us because they won't stop talking. We tell them straight up at the beginning of the show, hey, there's no talking during the show, no recording, etc. So sometimes I went up and said, hey guys, there's no talking during the show. And this guy just looks at me and goes, I'm trying to have a conversation with my nephew and you're ruining my night. Like, what? You're ruining everybody's
You're ruining
night.
300 people's night. No, people are insane. They have no idea.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like it's a fucking show.
I also get the look a lot of people. It's the same look my kids give me when I call them out on something and they want to act like they have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just talking. We're just talking. Like, yeah. Well, that's the problem.
Just met him, and he's a hustler, and he's funny, and he's new, and he also hasn't done anything in life, so it's fun to watch him try Thai food. You've never had Thai.
Yeah, we tried Thai yesterday.
You could get a little more sunlight, I think. Maybe some vitamin D.
Go in the sun, bro.
Craig taught me a valuable lesson: is people will help out young comics because they're molesters.
Yeah.
You want this stage time? Put this Crisco all over that body. Yeah, Manteca, boy.
I can appreciate.
Making him lube up his dick.
I need another.
We're warming up. It's the pre-show warm up.
Yeah.
Luke's like, so I'm driving us, right? You're like, no, I'm driving. You're gonna be busy other ways.
Yeah.
No, there's more. It's just like.
But I can respect that, Craig, because like I especially now as a booker, right? I and with the local community, I want to invest in people who invest in themselves. Because if you're not
Exactly. That's what it is.
Right, because if you're not going to put the energy and the time and the money into yourself, why am I going to invest my money in my
We
stage
want to
team?
help people that are helping themselves, and he was helping himself and helping me. So I was like, "Come on, as whatever is in your area, drivable." He's scared of airplanes. I don't know. I make it talk. He also has a comic where we just do abuse him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
hang.
like he calls me drug addict. I call him big boy or whatever. Like, there's no off limits. We can insult each other and laugh. And the amount of comics that get sensitive about that, you're like, come on, dude. We're comics. Mm-hmm. Like, we all got molested.
What's one more time?
Yeah. No, and just that, like, to just comics that it could be brutal to each other and it's fucking funny and no one gets offended. And then Eric, my road dog, I've known you, 10 years now?
Yeah.
We worked together on a cartoon, Court Ordered.
Okay.
Solid 8 years ago, 10 years ago? Nine, long time ago. Yeah, with the late, great Eric Myers. That shit was dope.
Not as a writing.
Yeah, writing. All of
Yeah,
it.
I created it and put it together for Eric Myers, and he brought on a bunch of awesome comics to
Dude,
do
list
voices
them.
and everything.
Yeah.
So Craig was one of them, Sam Tripoli, Becky Robinson, Stephanie Simbari, Jay Davis. Then we had, like, in the pilot that we raised money for, like, Ian Edwards, Brad Williams, Theo Vaughn,
Man,
Pablo
all very
Francisco.
funny
Pablo
people, yeah.
Francisco,
Did you get Adam Ray?
Jamar Neighbors, Adam Ray.
Jeff Dye.
Adam's doing great right now.
Damn,
too,
that
man.
Dr. Phil character is fucking a grand slam,
Yeah.
bro.
His
I
Biden.
run into the room to catch it. It's crazy.
I agree. That Biden as well with Shane
Oh, yeah,
Gillis
yeah,
as
yeah.
Trump, man. Those two were
Dude, Adam's fucking
so good
killing it.
together.
Like, couldn't happen to a better guy. That guy is awesome.
Yeah.
That guy is like all around. You know, most comics, they're good on paper, but then you go, oh, there it is. Like, I don't think he has that. You know, like, I just mean most comics got a dark side. I'm like, he's just nice.
He's very nice. Yeah, we've had Adam a couple times for sure. I love having him. He's great. Well, great, man. So you talk about your family a lot on stage.
Yeah, I was just talking about my cousin's like earlier. We got now my cousin. One of my cousins just got out of prison, and my cousin's cousin, but I grew up with her. It's like family, and I just seen her post, and then you just start remembering stories like, oh, I haven't seen her in a while. That's because she was in prison for 4 years.
Oh my God!
But she
For what?
I don't know, dude. We
That's
don't
fine.
ask questions. It's family dinner.
What am I, a
dude.
cop?
Yeah, they did what they did.
You're like, I
You
understand.
forgive them or
asking-
not, whatever.
She did or didn't do what she did
I don't know.
Or didn't do.
But she was found guilty. No, but we got some addicts on both sides, and I was just telling him it's like Thanksgiving or family dinner, like at my auntie's house. I'm not gonna name names anymore because people get angry. But we were at a family's house for dinner, and she had like track marks, and she's like, "Oh, I'm training to be a registered nurse, and they make me practice on my
Oh
arm."
my God!
And we were like, "I don't know."
I don't think that's the way. I think they practice on other people.
But then yeah. But then I said, "But did they make you shave your eyebrows?" I'm Mexican. I don't know what it is. When female cholo gangsters, chola, they fucking shave their eyebrows, bro,
Yeah.
and just look like
And then draw them on, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because
scary.
You can never
It
see
is scary.
you never see
So
how they're feeling.
scary. What?
You can never see how they're feeling.
Yeah, they're feeling crazy. All of the just stuff like that, dude.
you said, you mentioned you're half Mexican. Your mom's full, so like my kids as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
their mom's Mexican and
Nice.
their dad's a maniac.
Yeah.
So you talk about addiction on stage. You recently started smoking weed again.
Yeah.
In life. what led you? What was your breaking point to go sober? And then when did you decide? And what was the reason when you went back to weed?
The pandemic happened. I lasted a little while, and it was just too hard.
Okay.
Because the pandemic in Los Angeles is different than the pandemic in the middle of the country. Dude.
We reopened our doors after 2 months.
Dude, it was like 2 years.
I know.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Everything.
People were yelling at you on the street. I'll never forget this. This mother and her child in a stroller were walking this way. I'm walking that way across the street, and she's outside. She said, "You're supposed to wear your mask," and it like changed. You know, it changed every other day in fucking Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm out. We're outside, and you're across the street."
We're not near each other.
And then she's like, "Well, yeah, it was Newsom." He's like, "Newsom just changed it. You're supposed to wear it outside." I'm like, I wanted to cuss her out, but she's with a baby, and I was like, I wanted to be like, "Fuck you, dude." Like, I just went, "Okay," and then it just still made me so mad. I'm like, I'm 100. Like that's how psychotic people were across the street, bro. What's that? 80, 100 feet?
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
Going different directions. We maybe were parallel for 2 seconds, and she yelled at me.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is gnarly. And so that, I was in a studio apartment with no kitchen. You couldn't really go anywhere. And you went outside, and there was just fecal matter, like literally, I'm not even joking, just homeless, a lot of homeless poop. And I lived in West Hollywood, where it's predominantly gay men who keep that city clean. That shit West Hollywood is dope. Beautiful, right? Clean. And then that happened, and then nobody gave a fuck. They're like, the homeless guy shitting. Why am I picking up my dog's poop?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was just literally like smelled
God.
like shit.
So that was the okay. If
And
you're not
then-
going to clean up
Breaking
his poop, I'm not going to clean up.
This
his
isn't
poop.
what got him
and
sober.
I don't
This
blame
is
him
the
either.
breaking
It's like the homeless Harry just took a dump. Why am I picking up my dog's dump? There's poo everywhere. What's one more turd? No.
I started pooping outside just to feel
Yeah,
free.
yeah, that's a real man
Wind
right
in
there.
your ass.
That's why I bring-
It's nice.
No, for well, there was this whole defund the police thing too, which our mayor it was not a pretty situation. So during COVID, there was also the whole defund the police movement, and so like, dude, we couldn't get a cop to save our life during COVID.
Everything was so stupid.
It was the Wild West.
It's like, hey, not defund the police. How about let's reallocate some funds to not give them tanks and machine guns, and maybe police them for murdering unarmed people. It seems pretty fair and
Well, I think
decent.
that's what the movement originally meant.
Yeah.
People
Stop
just go to
murdering
extremes.
unarmed civilians. Yeah, because I have my run-in with the law, but at the same time, understand we need law and order. It's a fucking jungle out there. I want a cop to go get the murderer. Hey, go,
Right.
go,
Yeah.
go get my cousin. No, I'm just kidding.
Never in my life was I
Jokes,
like,
jokes.
no, I think I want the police.
Yeah,
right now.
of course. You
I mean,
need them. We need them.
It was really the Wild
Sometimes.
West. I mean, we had armed employees at the time, like at least on premises and stuff, like, because you don't know. I mean, people were so uneasy, and
Yeah,
it was just
crazy.
right. I mean, there was less people, but everything went smooth. We never really had any issues. Our tables were really far apart for a long time, and people would actually praise us for how we handled it, and just because of the way we did, we were able to sell out literally 90% of our Saturdays, like 60% of our Friday. So like, it wasn't great, but we were able to get through it because I think we did enough for the city to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was
some of
absolutely
my first
nothing else
sellouts
to
were
do.
during COVID, and that was cool. COVID sellout. I sold out Irvine Improv.
110 sold out.
Yeah, because it was like half capacity.
Every other
Yeah,
ticket.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
still was. You couldn't buy it online because
Oh, really?
So it was like technically you got the screenshot where it said sold out.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, it was definitely a technicality, but yeah, that wasn't just it too. It
sold
was the
out.
pandemic, and then everyone just kept dying, and I was so sad. Like my uncle, and then Eric Myers died, and I was like, oh my god, I need something. So I started smoking weed. And it did help, and it is a medicine, and it did, dude. It allowed me to eat. It made me giggle at a time I didn't feel like giggling.
Yeah.
But then I'm a drug addict, and I immediately started abusing it and smoking it all day, every day, and like eating 200 milligrams like a lunatic. And then I was like, oh, fuck this. So then I like quit for a month, come back. It's like just addict shit. But then I found ayahuasca, and I puked a lot of it out to where my addictions, not all, but like enough to where I have like I'll take a hit or two, and before I smoke all day every day, but I still don't like that I think that I need it. You know, I want to be free
I
of all of it.
I recently went down a venture where I was taking hallucinogenics to overcome some addictions that I didn't want to
it
do.
helps.
I didn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Hallucinogens help.
I had a friend take me through like a ketamine trip for like and they do it therapeutically. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
did it with a doctor in the office one time.
So that started, and then I had a great mushroom trip with a buddy too. And then like, you know, the whole reason I went into it, and then he said something like in the trip that he didn't even know, but when he said that, like everything that I was battling, like it just, and all the perspective I needed just from one sentence from him, it was like, this is what we're here for. And so like everything that I mentally put together that night came to fruition and was completed within the following like 3 months and stuff. But through that, I bought some gel tabs and I never took them. I'm like, I think that's beyond what anymore. I haven't done that in 20 years. And I'm like, the mushrooms were therapeutic and healthy.
That's why I just preach plant medicine. Mushrooms is from the earth. It's constantly putting me in check. Because I got these, you know, if you're a drug addict, you know, you got these voices. You're just impulsive. You're like, do it, don't do it, take it. You know, like, it's just fucked. Like, I don't think people realize how exhausting it is.
And addiction's real. Because if you're an addict, you act like that towards everything. You know, it's like some things just happen to be worse and more triggering, but you really have that personality in life. It's not... I really think you get addicted to things because you as a person have that kind of like, I'm gonna cling to this and stuff like that. So
that's why I love mushrooms though. I wrote it as a joke, but like mushrooms make you fight your own demons and not the guy at the bar. You know,
right?
You fight yourself on becoming better, which is a constant fucking battle. And how. You know, just life. It's fucking gnarly, dude.
And microdosing.
I be microdosing. I also preach to like, look, my fellow junkies. I know you got to do something. So eat some mushrooms. Put the cocaine down.
Yeah, please.
Eat the mushy. Yeah, I give these guys microdoses. I got my own gummy, colorsgummies.net, and my brand that I collab with them is Loosey Goosey. It's psilocybin. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Edit that. It's it helps. It may help with anxiety. And fuck the law, man. Fuck them all. They get you, dude. They get you. Yeah. Like I forgot I gotta talk. As you become bigger, you have to like talk like a lawyer, and then like. You sign to an agency that like, Craig, you got to stop saying fuck the feds, man. I'm like, why? On my podcast, I have a recurring bit where I go, kill your masters. And then, it's hilarious. And my agency's like, you got to stop that. You're getting too big, dog. I'm like, how do you think I got here? Anyways, it may help you. Eat the mushies.
All right. I got a few questions here and I'll go. So like this, everybody can answer through these, and they're just fun, different. You know, the first one we have this week. Okay, share. If you all could share a time you were starstruck, like that, like just in general, like that's something like everybody has encountered and maybe doesn't even know how to act the first time they were starstruck.
Ladies first. Go ahead, Luke.
I mean, I didn't know who this guy was when I met him, so that's
he's
not
fired. You got a local host.
Done.
I don't know where you think I hang around at. I don't know. I've met Adam Ray before. He was just a cool guy.
It doesn't even have to be a comedian. Like what?
I don't know, man. Starstruck from
he doesn't
a person?
Get out of the house.
I feel like that's a little. I mean, I don't know.
He didn't leave Kentucky until he was. What, 19?
No, 18. Yeah, 18? I never left Winchester, Kentucky until I was 18, so I didn't meet.
You didn't work with anybody like
he is not impressed by
Marlon
anybody.
Wayans or something. You didn't work with a comic.
No, I was in the green room trying to steal his chicken from the rotisserie.
Yeah. Oh my God.
On his rider.
that is replenished between each show. Too.
Yeah. No, I've never met anyone.
He needs chicken. Give the man some chicken.
I've
He's
never
a
met
legend.
anyone I'm starstruck by. I met Adam Ray. I met this guy. That's it. They're just comics like I am.
You never met no Bill Burr, no Big Dog.
No.
Any athletes that you were like? I love the line that you said in this. Like, Starstruck by a person? I just don't know. Like, you're just so unimpressed.
No, actual
with, like,
stars. He stars in
I'm starstruck by like life.
He's starstruck by the dollar menu.
Oh my god.
That's a callback. His podcast was
The Total
with the
Eclipse
dollar
was
menu
cool.
podcast.
Yeah. No, yeah. There was last time I was in Kansas City, there was a guy in the green room that was on the Chiefs at the Improv named Juan Thornhill Jr., but I don't like football, so I didn't really care.
That's fair.
And I also messed up our handshake, so I just didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
This is why I bring him.
Yeah, Adam's actually friends with Travis Kelce, so he's brought him here before and stuff like that. So that was cool. I mean, it was pre-Taylor Travis Kelce, but it's still Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
We've had
he was better pre-Taylor.
We've had we've had Elvis Gerbach here just watching shows and stuff like that. It's a Trent Green star. So
I don't know sports, but
just former quarterbacks. So we've had a few of the Chiefs here, so that's always fun.
he's met everybody.
Man,
Yeah.
I've had a lot. Yeah, I don't get super starstruck because I worked in the music industry for 12 years.
Tell him the
touring.
tale, bro. He toured with Sublime.
I toured with
Rome.
Sublime with Rome as their road manager for
Oh
12
my God,
years.
that's
Yeah.
really cool.
He's got
And
stories.
through that,
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people. One of the times, though, I worked as a runner before that at a local venue at the Marquee Theater in Tempe, Arizona, and I got to run for you're basically the assistant for the day, and I got to work with Henry Rollins. And I grew up as a punk kid, and like the day was literally me picking him up and bringing him to the gym, and like he got in the car and he's like, "Hi, I'm Henry." And I was like, yeah, I know. I know who you are. And then we just hung out and talked for a while.
Yeah,
and
duh,
like,
dude. I know.
that was one of the coolest things. I gave him a CD of my band. It was a hardcore band and stuff, and he actually like took it. He made me sign it for him. And
I was gonna say
Oh my
he's the type of
God.
guy he'd actually listen to.
and actually,
And
yeah,
he would
probably
play it on
listen
his
to
fucking radio
Yeah.
station if he liked it.
And-
that guy's awesome.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
that was a cool.
I
Like,
seen him at Coachella, and he was not really a band. It was more like spoken word, but I was he got me saying "fuck the feds," bro. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But he's a real one. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
His dad used to beat him, and that's why he got buff.
Yeah, I was so
Yeah.
excited when
Fight
when
back.
he first started like touring with his spoken word and stuff like that. It's just so different. Like you're like just to see him because he was somebody I was a fan of. So to see him in a different environment, coming about this the entertainment differently and expressing his art in a different way. I mean, it was a ballsy move too. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to go out there and be like, I'm gonna do this now. I mean, it's
Do you listen to his radio show? Fanatics. It's so good.
Yeah.
I don't.
NPR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have that. It's nationwide though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Shit, what's his show called? I just know it's Fanatics. He always goes Fanatics.
I don't know what the current one's called right now.
It's
Because
so
he's done
dope.
a few different things. He did he's been like doing the podcasting type stuff for a long time
Yeah.
now. He had the TV show before, and then he has a couple different ones. I
Yeah.
haven't listened to it recently.
I stopped listening to the radio, but he was my go-to. NPR 89.9 in Los Angeles.
See, I didn't know Henry Rollins had a show on NPR.
Oh, for years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how
And he plays.
okay.
It's beautiful because he'll play like Chuck Berry to Eric's band to all of a sudden he'll throw in Flavor Flav playing piano or some shit, like not even Public Enemy. To Public Enemy, it's there's nothing off limits. Like,
just music.
whatever. To like Hank Williams to Slayer.
Yeah.
To Tupac. It like does not matter, and those are my favorite radio shows because that's how it is. Like we like more than just Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean, I really do like music. I think there's good in about everything, especially music. I like all genres, everything. So I just like good music.
There's that famous music quote. You might remember who actually said it, but there's this music industry legend where he said there's two kinds of music. There's good and there's bad, and I like both. And I was like, that's true.
I don't know who said it.
Yeah, but it's like,
Good quote.
yeah, of course, maybe I don't like that one song, but it still makes you go like that a little bit, that stupid, shitty hit on,
All right, Craig, do you have a starstruck moment?
Yeah, I got a few. I definitely met Carmen Electra when I was like 19
Oh
or
my God.
20.
Yeah.
And I was like, and my sister laughed at me, and I was getting an autograph from her, and she's like, "What's your for me and my sister?" She's like, "What's your sister's name?" I go, Cynthia, and she goes, how do you spell it? And I just couldn't spell it. And then she spelt it for me, like, but the other way.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And so she just got her name spelled wrong. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I just remember running into Jeffrey Tambor in a hallway. I was in stand-up class, learning how to do stand-up, and it didn't really help. But the first one, anyways, it made me meet friends is what it did. But Jeffrey Tambor is walking this way, and I'm walking this way, and I just go, hey. And then he goes, hey. Like, that was it.
That was the whole
I was like,
moment.
Arrested Development, I love you, dog. I didn't say any of that, but it was more just caught off guard because I looked up, and it was just him. I was like, damn. It was at Santa Monica Playhouse.
That's
It's
awesome.
a little theater, and he was doing an acting class, teaching some shit in the little theater next door.
So I remember the first time I did a guest spot at the Ice House. We talked.
Yeah.
And we talked about that this weekend. The Pasadena when it was 2010. This was 2010, I think. And I'm in the green room, and this guy walks in the door, and I'm like, just thinking in my head, I'm like, this guy looks just like Christopher Titus,
Yeah.
you know. And then my brain goes, dude, you're at a comedy club in L.A. That is Christopher Titus.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Like the Comedy Store, dude. Just
Everyone.
Yeah.
I performed in front of T.I. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then he got up.
Yeah. It's wild.
All right, I got another next question good for everybody. We can start any order. Eric, if you want to start this one, even.
Sure.
What was your first concert? I know what my real first concert was, but I also know the one I claimed.
No, I do know my actual first concert, and it's the one I will claim as well. I was 12 or 13, and I saw Blink-182 at the Universal Amphitheater, I think it was called at the time.
What year was that?
Changed to like Gibson Amphitheater. What was I? 98,
96, 98.
About 98 in there.
Yeah, 90. It was right when they came out with Enema of the State. It was that tour.
Okay.
Which I didn't. That's
Yeah,
where I
it's
stopped
98.
listening to that stuff.
That's when you stopped?
That's when I stopped listening to them. Was that record for a while, and then I got way more into like punk and then into hardcore music and stuff. So like, kind of was like, oh, this is the sissy stuff.
I never really got into Blink-182. I just something about their sound. I'm just a little older, so
Yeah.
like by the time they came out, I was just on a whole different level of music, man. It was too poppy, I think, maybe for me at the time.
Yeah.
I had gangster cousins practicing on their arm to shoot up, so I I listened to like hip hop, like
Right.
I like Wu-Tang and I remember that came out and all my friends went to it and like I know Blink-182 is a great band, arguably one of the better punk bands of all time, you know, and maybe not like hardcore punk,
Yeah, pop punk.
pop punk, but I just went like,
started it.
nah, like I can't do it,
Yeah.
and I just listened to just Wu-Tang. And,
Yeah. So what was your first concert?
oh man, it was probably with my dad as a little kid, and it was like oldies, like K-Earth 101 hits, and it was like Lou Christie and Lightning Striking Me Again, like
my
weird
God.
oldies. Like
Right.
I just remember reading or listening
So do you have a first?
Sam the Sham, Little Red Riding Hood, like that.
Do you have like a first concert that you
I
wanted
went to?
that you wanted to go to?
I didn't go until like high school, and then it was like a lot of underground hip hop,
Okay.
like Living Legends, Murs, Atmosphere, Slug.
Nice.
Swollen Members, Mad Child, and Dr. Octagon, Keith Cool, like mentally ill people. And yeah, it was wild. Just being in high school, all cramming in a van, like, you know, 12 motherfuckers in a van that seated 7, like all those Chryslers, remember those little cubes?
Oh, dude.
Just taking turns at 80, all wasted, and we're like, wee.
I had
looking back and like, oh my God.
we had 11 we had 11 people. We had 11 people in an 85 LeBaron. And like this
Yeah.
that was my first car, 16, 17. We had 11 people in that thing all moshing to fucking Nirvana, like
Yeah.
driving down.
People don't
Metcalf
understand. It
in
was
Kansas
just
City.
different. Like
Yeah.
we look back and like, fuck, how are we alive?
I know,
No one told us. Like
We
this shit
just-
was just there was no Uber, there was no Lyft.
If
You
we
just-
got
kids
pulled
just
over
died.
that day.
Kids just died.
They still do.
We were
Yeah,
driving from the
dude.
bowling alley to Denny's. We're like, let's all just, we got a car.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
all get in it.
Buddy hanging on the back tire of a Bronco.
Someone in the trunk. No, we'll let you out. We'll let you out of the trunk. We promise.
We're going to baseball practice from high school in the field, and my buddy's driving, and like all the kids are holding on the back on our team. One kid fell off and like skid his whole leg and just tumbled. And we just laughed and left him.
Yeah, one of my good buddies
It was
rode,
like 20 miles an hour. It wasn't that bad.
he rode on the top of the truck and got thrown off at his head. And
Yeah.
in the hospital for weeks.
He just showed up with a bloody leg. Coach like, what happened? We're like, Oh my God, the 90s were different.
Oh, man. They were great, man. I still haven't really let go. Luke, what was your first concert?
He's never been.
I might believe it.
I have never
Why would
been-
I go to a music concert put on by people?
No, I haven't. I've never
Who's
been to a
Madonna?
Like the closest I've been to a concert is like the Nutcracker, maybe.
See what you're serious? Are you,
Yeah, no, I've never been to a concert.
like you've never seen a band play live?
No, I just don't fuck with music. I mean, I've seen jazz
I don't
at a bar.
fuck
I don't
with
fuck with
music?
music, dog.
What?
Fuck Beethoven.
What kind of question?
Fuck
I knew that
Britney.
would set you off with that beanie on.
I don't fuck with music. Like
No,
it's
that's
just,
anyone. Anyone's confused by that sentence.
I think music fucks
beautiful,
with
man.
us, man. Like you know,
It's really good for the soul. It saves you.
I kind of just like find one song and just listen to it until all the emotion is sucked out of it, and just don't listen to anything until I find another song.
you've never like had a breakup, found your music, and just fucking like.
Jocking a lot of questions
Wow.
and don't
I have
don't
not kissed.
pertain to him.
The last lady I kissed was in 8th grade, and I was also in 8th grade.
Craig, you got to get this guy going,
I
buddy.
try. It's his. He.
You
I
gotta
like to
take
go
him
back
to-
to my hotel room and play NBA 2K. It's more fun.
Okay.
I tried for the first
With no music.
the
With
first few
no
months we
Soundtrack
took him out.
off.
Do you do that?
Yeah, soundtrack is off.
The first few months we were out with him and stuff. Because I go up after him and whatnot. I'd spend the first like couple minutes of my set trying to get someone to fuck him.
Yeah.
I was like, who wants to do it? Someone needs to go.
No,
fuck
you didn't. You did an awful job. You're like, look at that virgin going back there or something.
Yeah, someone fuck him. Don't you want to be the person
to?
that? Yeah.
He just
You did have a
needs-
call to
I
action.
tried. Yeah.
But like music is like just I mean it goes back to the roots of everything made with anything. Like have you tried to explore different I mean maybe what you actually do like you haven't heard yet or it's not socially mainstream enough to like make its way to you. You should try exploring like different sounds.
And shapes and colors and numbers.
Like start with some tribal music, get some drums and chant and just go from there.
Seems a little much. I don't
A
know.
little much. It's literally just a djembe and chanting. It is as
I love that shit.
Did you ever go?
Nah.
You never saw Stomp?
I like podcasts like this. I'll listen to this instead of music later.
I listen to a lot.
No,
of
I'm not going to
podcasts.
listen to
How-
this. I don't want to listen.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got time to go.
We'll
to a
get him
concert.
to a concert. We'll get him laid.
I just don't.
We just need a nice.
I wouldn't have fun at a concert. I'd just be standing there waiting for it to end.
He can't handle.
It's true.
It's
You
very
wouldn't have fun
depressing.
He can't handle parking.
How long are they gonna rock
Yeah.
for? This is terrible.
I just do 10 minutes. What are these guys doing?
Yeah.
There's 20,000 people all singing this song. It's the worst thing I've ever
Guys,
seen.
let's go home.
Google Maps can't tell him what to do at a concert.
I
so
can't.
he's gonna be
I
stuck.
don't understand why
Honestly,
you're
I'm
a
jealous.
virgin.
It's like you're uncorrupted. It's a better way.
It is.
You don't need to see all this.
Yeah.
You don't need to know.
I don't know. I loved concerts.
Don't let
I've
this
been-
industry
Yeah.
corrupt you.
Concerts
change
saved
Too
you.
late.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first actual concert was just Merle Haggard down at the Ozarks, and then just
That's
I
a
was
cool one.
I was like 11. Like I would appreciate it more now. My first like that I was like we're going to a concert was Rush and Primus. So like
Nice.
93, the old
Wow.
Kemper Arena here.
I seen Rage. I seen some cool shit.
A year later, I was playing the bass, and I was more excited because I had just gotten into Primus with their "My Name Is Mud" video from Headbangers Ball. It was like 93 or something.
Yeah.
Like I saw that video with the mud baths and just spit in the trees and just the whole set of that video. I was like, "There's more. There is so much more out there, and I want to find it." That was
Yeah.
for me. That was the song and the video that really said we had started exploring and then saw that. And I'm like, yeah. And then like a couple months later, my dad's like, I got tickets for Rush. They're playing with the band Primus. I'm like, Primus?
Nice.
How long is Rush going to play for? I turned
Yeah.
into Luke halfway through Rush. Like, God, these guys.
He's one of the best rock bands ever. Like, get off the stage! God, this drummer's a hack.
And then I had a full circle moment in life because Primus recently toured they recently toured playing Rush, a Rush album in its entirety. So I'm like, my first moment of music is just like.
That's some good bands to fucking experience early on, bro.
Yeah, I was playing the bass a year later.
Oh, I seen Journey. I got in. All of a sudden, I discovered concerts, and I just went. I went until stand up, and then I just quit.
I went until touring with the band, and then it became work. So I was like, I'm not going on my off time. But yeah, from like 13 till 23, 24, I was at concerts every week.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. This is it's a lot of fun hearing the different stories. Luke, you are truly a unique person, and I love hearing your perspective on it too. Like seriously, I mean, it's an honest, real perspective, and there's something that most people don't say. So like to hear and the sincerity behind like your thoughts about like music and people and like, you know, I think we just missed you being a school shooter, so that's great.
Yeah. he went to the good side right before at the path. He was like, I'm gonna go NBA 2K.
He went to the crossroads and told the devil to go fuck himself.
Yeah. He was just like, man, bro. Sounds like a lot of work.
No, I can still shoot up a school. Yeah.
He wouldn't have any song.
Hold on, guys. I'm fully capable of taking out
Guys, I'm trying to get in shape.
He'd wear headphones playing a podcast.
Yeah. He has no band to blame it on.
Pumped up kicks just kill Tony in my ear.
Yeah.
Just shoot up a school to kill Tony here and the meow in my ear.
When the band on Kill Tony starts playing, are you thinking, will you guys please shut the fuck up?
Get to the awful comedy.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna do 3 of your favorites. I'm gonna go to I guess movie. Are we comfortable with the movie things? All right, 3 of your favorite this week. I'm gonna do 3 of your favorite. What do you want, actors or movies? I'll give you the first part.
You said movies.
Movies or actors? You want to do 3? All right, 3 of your favorite movies. And then 3 of your favorite movie snacks. Like when you're going to sit down, when you're going to the theater, or if you're watching a movie at home and you're getting ready to watch the movie, you know, and you just get that snack. Maybe if you don't have it, maybe you're even going to like Instacart that to your house or something. Like this, your favorite go-to. Craig, you want to start that?
Goonies.
Oh,
True
Goonies.
Grit.
Okay.
The Coen brothers one.
Right.
Nice.
Third one. Oh, it's too hard. There's so many.
Yeah.
You can cheat.
Maybe Pulp Fiction.
That's great.
Ooh.
That's great. That's great. Last week I had a question. What was your least favorite movie by one of your favorite actors? But you could put that into director. Quentin Tarantino fan. Are you a fan of his movies in general, or just
I've
that?
seen them all. I mean, his only miss isn't even a miss. It's that double feature.
Oh,
with Kurt
Death
Russell,
Proof?
Death Proof.
You didn't think that was a? Oh,
it was awesome, but like of his work, that was the weakest link.
Yeah.
fair.
And it still was a masterpiece.
Yeah, I love that. Both of those were great.
Yeah,
Robert
great.
Rodriguez just seeing
It was
that.
fun for
Yeah,
what
that
it
one was
was.
good.
Yeah.
But like the others are masterpieces.
But
and
I mean, I think
that's
that
just
was
a fun movie.
His
Yeah.
point,
But it still was amazing. It's still better than 95% of the shit out there.
I mean, the
was
point
just
of that was to
grindhouse.
be gritty, low budget like movie,
Yeah.
like the spaghetti western style,
Yeah.
all this. So like, yeah,
I love spaghetti westerns, dude.
Luke, if you say why would I watch a movie,
He's got the snacks part though for sure.
as long as there's
no way he
no
doesn't.
score, I'll watch it. Could
When's
you turn the
this
score off the movie?
When's this movie gonna end so I can eat my snacks?
All right, 3 of your favorite movies and your favorite movie snacks.
Can I say Harry Potter just for one? I love Harry Potter.
I love
Harry Potter.
the series,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
I love
That's
Harry
my
Potter.
favorite.
Yeah. I like What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That's one of my
Yeah,
memorable
that adds
movies.
up.
And my all-time favorite childhood movie that I still would watch is Cars. from
Okay.
Pixar.
All right,
That's
Good
my
movie.
3.
It's a good movie.
3 movies, and then it's
Mater.
So we
Oh,
so we,
snacks.
well, hold on, Craig. We skipped your movie snacks, so let's get the movies, and then we'll come back on the
Oh,
snacks.
snacks. I'm a peanut butter boy. Reese's, dog. Reese's
peanut butter
cups. Popcorn.
Cups or pieces?
Cups.
Cups.
cups, popcorn and soda, Pepsi or Coke. Prefer Pepsi.
Really?
I like sour shit too. It's too many. I'm a sugared head.
You ever take the Reese's Pieces and throw them into the popcorn?
Fuck yeah, dude. My uncle was doing that in like '94. We come from a big family. He's like, dude, you got to do this. And he's just throwing Snickers and Reese's in the popcorn. This is predates Popcornopolis by a decade.
Yeah.
I think he invented it. It's just funny.
A bunch of people were doing
Sam's
Yeah, I
Club
know.
had
But then it became so popular. You're like, hey, you thought you were original. And you're like, oh, I guess that's pretty.
one time I broke an implant on a Sam's Club candied popcorn. It was literally just like M&Ms on popcorn stuck with chocolate.
Yeah.
And this month broke a retail. I took one bite and I went, what just happened? Like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
the worst
God,
feeling
yeah.
ever, bro.
but I will do it.
It's my tooth.
I'll do the non Sam, just throw some into the but I won't buy the bag stuff anymore after that. I'm like, it shit broke my teeth.
Yeah. Sour shit. I'd like it all, bro.
Yeah.
A movie theater hot dog, those are fucking good.
Yeah.
I swear.
I just, something about just having, while you're watching the movie, having that just your
but just
hand.
popcorn.
Yeah, just-
even though I may like other things more, in that moment, it's so perfect.
Do you like a plain or
Salt
butter?
and butter.
Salt and butter.
Butter, even though
Salt
it's
and
more
butter.
oil. It's fucking
That's a lot of
more
pumps from
oil.
the way he said butter is. Oh, there's a lot of pumps on that. Yeah. What's your favorite movie snack?
We already said popcorn and Reese's cups, so I'll pick something else. If I'm at home, dude, I'm definitely a big Funyuns guy. Love Ale8. I don't think they have Ale8.
Do
here
movie
now.
theaters have Funyuns?
No,
It seems like
I was thinking more like at home, like on
He
the
said
TV.
movie snack,
Oh,
dog.
movie snacks.
Oh, I don't buy snacks at the movie. I sneak it in my pants.
Are you sneaking Funyuns in, sitting in there like an a-hole?
That's too loud.
No, I put a little bag.
What do you
one here
sneak
one
in?
time.
What do you
I
sneak
put
in?
a little because there's already fat right here, so I just put it like
Yeah.
where it's like it blends in.
You're sneaking like they're gonna search your pockets. When's the last time you were patted down at the AMC?
I look suspicious, so I'll do that.
I look suspicious. This one's got snacks on them.
So I literally have stuck
Check
in
his belly.
I have stuck in a bag of Funyuns and Reese's Pieces.
Oh, you're an asshole.
And Reese's Pieces and Raisinets, the chocolate raisins. That's
Okay.
the top 3 for sure.
So those are like
Funyuns and chocolate.
Yeah,
That's
he
weird.
said snacks. You
Funyuns is like one of the loudest snack.
Want me to sneak in a salad?
Like onions and chocolate, bro. Like, what are you
It didn't
doing?
really. You couldn't really hear it.
Okay.
That's okay.
Says the guy eating it.
The guy who can't hear music.
I sit way in the back.
He's
like,
listening to a podcast, watching a movie.
he actually meditates to learn how to tune out background music. Can you know that we have music that's been playing in the background this whole podcast?
Oh my god!
I hear nothing.
Stop playing music before my set before I go up. Silence.
Really throws him off.
All right, Eric, your 3 favorite movies and your favorite movie snack.
This is hard. I love movies. I'm gonna go with just 3 comfort movies because I feel like it's the ones you watch a lot. So Dumb and Dumber is like that's like my favorite movie of like I truly think it's almost a perfect movie.
That's such a great pick.
How the hell they know I
I
got
wish
gas?
Yeah, most quoted, most just everything from it. Just big gulps, huh? Like anything. Almost Famous has always been a go-to.
It's a great movie.
And we'll go with a slightly newer comedy. Step Brothers is a comedy I can watch over and over again.
Dude, Will Ferrell, early stuff, Step Brothers, and old school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
I mean,
That was such a good time. For
anything
comedy
with
movies.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly on screen at the same.
Yeah, I
it's
watched Talladega Nights again
Talladega
recently.
is
It's so
another
good.
one that I would
the Dewey Cox story's up there. People forget about that.
Oh
movie.
yeah,
it's so good.
Walk Hard.
and your favorite movie snack.
Snacks.
don't want none of that,
Sour
do we?
Patch Kids is my favorite candy.
See, I hate sour candy.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan.
Sour Patch Kids aren't that sour or anything though. They're more like Sour Patch Kids are just I don't know, extreme gummy bears. They're really good. Popcorn for sure. Movie theater popcorn with the butter.
With the butter.
On the layers. Put in some popcorn.
Oh,
put
yeah.
on the layer. Put on popcorn.
So like they used to do it for you, but these days I'll ask for a tray so I can pour some onto the. And I got my kids with me too, so like you ask for a tray and you can pour some onto the tray, and then you can like get this part of the bag, and then put it back in there. Or you can, or
Mixing it up.
since you're getting a lot of the popcorn out of the bag, I'll give my kids the tray, and then you can put the butter and salt and shake it up, and it gets throughout the whole thing.
Used to use so much of it until I got sick, and then you realize you watch a video and you're like, oh, it's one chemical away from motor oil. This isn't butter at all.
So I
This
got a
is
little
butter flavoring and
Flavor
synthetic oil. And I'm like,
real butter will shrink popcorn
Yeah.
sometimes too, though.
You know, most of the ingredients in Sour Patch Kids also not real.
Yeah.
So I
I can handle that.
I have a little.
Motor oil, once you're told that and you look at it, you're like, it is.
Oh my God.
You know? Butter doesn't do that.
We have a popcorn machine at home and stuff, and a little home theater in the basement. So like I've started using just canola oil, honestly.
Real butter.
And
Real butter is the best.
Or we
Canola
get
oil.
like some of the seasonings, the garlic parm, or
are good.
the what's the sweet one that they
Dude, we went
corn.
backwards.
kettle corn.
Real butter
great,
is fucking fine.
Yeah,
and then they're like, use this synthetic shit.
yeah,
That's plastic.
yeah.
And then we think it's better. It's like, no,
no, it's not better.
I'll take the cow tits.
You know, I might take Step Brothers. I might share that with you as one of my favorite comedies of all time. I definitely think it's the greatest comedy of the modern era.
Did you mention 40-Year-Old Virgin?
The Hangover,
great one.
Bridesmaids.
Right.
Yeah. These are the comedy movies that just like get blockbuster.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw Spaceballs into that
Oh,
because
fuck
that was like
yeah.
a childhood
Use
favorite.
the Schwartz.
Like that's a movie that my brother could could watch and just recite the entire movie as we
the
watched
desert.
it. Yeah. We ain't bad. Like every you know what I mean? Like just so many quotable scenes and stuff like. And then Batman. I'll just say anything and everything Batman.
Okay.
Because I really am. I've seen all of them. They all have their own place. I think my least favorite would have to be the George Clooney. Just the
Yeah.
get out of here.
No way. Sub-Zero didn't do it for you?
But I really, really like the new one, the Batman, the
Yeah,
Robert
it's good.
Pattinson. It's just so good, like that noir aspect.
Yeah.
Like that's become. I think it's because I enjoy it, but that became like my go-to nap movie for like the past like year or something. I'm like, all right, we're gonna take a nap, put on the Batman, and so
that
like
rules.
maybe I don't like it as much as because I'm like out like, but I've trained myself to fall asleep to that movie as well.
Nah, that means this is a great movie.
Yeah.
You're just comfortable with it.
Yeah. And snack, I'll throw the popcorn on there. And I'm gonna go with Junior Mints. I would be an M&M guy, but my dad.
I was like, that's an old man snack.
So
Get
that's-
some sugar daddies and some junior mints.
So it's
Junior Mints are my brothers.
it's because that was my dad's
Yeah.
favorite snack. You know, like I would get popcorn, he would get Junior Mints and stuff like that. I'd have a cup. So the Junior Mints to me, because movies they really kind of put us in. We have so many memories from our whole life, and so there's that comfortable nostalgia aspect to watching a movie at home or going to the theater. So I think and part of the Junior Mints for me is nostalgia. Just it's always having it as a kid with my dad and stuff. Because I'd probably rather have M&Ms, but I always get Junior Mints. So, yeah. All right. This is I appreciate you guys coming in.
No problem. Dude.
We're gonna wrap up with one quick segment here, Craig.
30 seconds of rapid fire.
It's 10 questions in 30 seconds. So yeah, we're gonna do a segment called 10 questions in 30 seconds. I have a list of questions here. Maybe in post we'll put up a timer. Okay, perfect. You can do that. Is that in the camera? Is that blocking? If you hold it back, you don't have to put it out. We can see that. All right. So you just answer. I'm going to ask. You answer. We're going to get through this together. There's nothing I'm not going to try to like throw you under the bus or embarrass you or anything like that. I'm not going to make it. So it's just fun. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Set. Go. Is the earth flat or round?
Flat.
Rainy day or snowy day?
Rainy.
Marijuana, flower or dabs?
Flower.
Are aliens real?
Fuck yeah.
Has man ever walked on the moon?
Nah.
Pizza, New York or Chicago style?
New York.
Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan?
Oh, man. Come on, dude. Jackson.
Would you rather go to jail for 30 days or play a polka band for 2 years? It's 30 seconds.
Jail.
You know what? I feel like I was reading too slow on that as well. I feel like I was a little too comfortable. I think we got like 6 or 7 of them. That's okay. Well, we have other.
I was slow with Michael and Jordan. I forgot. There should be
the Jackson or Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a wrong answer.
I don't really
on that.
believe the Earth
There's
is flat.
a
By the
wrong
way,
answer.
that was to get a laugh, and then everyone is like, "What?" I believe they're lying to us, and shit's weird. That's what I believe.
Well, that means I got a good 4 questions for next week that I don't have to, I'm
Yeah.
halfway to next week. Man, so where are you going to be coming up? What's some projects you work on? This will probably come out in about a week. So, like, some stuff coming up, any
Yeah.
projects you want to promote?
I'm a road dog. Look me up, CraigConant.com. I go everywhere. I got Australia next year, some international shit.
Yeah, London.
In London, shooting a special soon, working it out. Just got signed to the big dogs, CAA, and I'm blowing up, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Thank you for watching, liking my shit, coming to shows, and I'll see you out there.
Yeah, Craig, you have a very popular podcast. Your sales are doing great all over. You bring very funny comedians to the club. We love having you.
Oh yeah, shout out to you and what you do at his club, and also like thank you for helping comics in not a weird way where you're like, give me money and I'll give you stage time. You actually help develop comics.
It's important.
It's so important. And
It's
and
important.
not no one, but not many clubs are doing it. So God bless the clubs that are, because we need that shit. It helps us with our mental illness, and then we help other people with their mental illness.
Yeah.
And on it goes. It's good for humanity. Go make people laugh.
All right. Follow Craig online. Some upcoming shows we got here. Let's see. I think Greg Warren will have just been here. Dave Smith is coming up. We got Bobcat Goldthwait, Halloween
Nice.
night, and November 1st, 2nd. Matt Bronger coming up. Ron Funches, Corey B, and Doug Benson. That's all November. And then New Year's Eve, Eleanor Kerrigan, as well as live jazz, champagne toast. Get your
Nice.
tickets. They pack out. We've had the live jazz.
I love Eleanor.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, she's so dope.
And we've had the live jazz for the past few years doing this, and it's just bigger every year. I mean, it's near sold out. Champagne toast, both shows. It's a great time, so come celebrate that. Thank you guys so much on your travels. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for
And
having us.
Thanks
yeah,
for having
man.
us.
Thank you.
Thanks.